Hi, Mama. Welcome to this stress relief prenatal yoga practice. My name is Maya, and I will be your yoga instructor today. All we are going to need for today's practice is a yoga mat, a bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, you can replace this with a few pillows or even a couch cushion. And completely optional, okay? Don't let this stress you out. Don't let this add to your stress, okay? But if you have some yoga blocks and if you would like to use them, this would be a good addition for today's class, but this is not mandatory and it's not necessary. So please leave it out if you don't have it. Okay, babe? And I would love to invite you guys to stick around until the end of this video today for a special announcement. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the stress relief yoga practice. And I did want to mention today I'm wearing my jammies. So if you need some permission to put your pajamas back on, this is it, okay? If you were looking for your sign to just chill in your jammies today, this is your sign, okay? You have full permission to be in your jammies. Okay, so let's begin in a comfortable seated position. It's totally up to you however you would like to sit. I'm going to be sitting on my knees, but you could sit crisscross or butterfly pose, really whatever feels supportive to you. I do want to mention that if you choose to sit crisscross, that sitting on a pillow or a bolster could be really supportive. Okay, so let's take a moment here to close down the eyes. Maybe placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your baby. Let's inhale in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathing in and let it go. Relaxing the shoulders, breathing in, filling up lungs, imagining you're sending all of this oxygen to your beautiful baby. And as you exhale out, relaxing the shoulders, unclenching the jaw, softening through the face. Inhale. Breathing in full and exhale, emptying completely. Noticing a shift happening here. One more time. And letting it go. You have arrived, and I am so happy that you have. Now, let's begin giving your baby some love. Maybe imagining that you're giving them a back rub. And whatever brought you to your mat today, let's just take a moment to tuck it away, okay? This is a stress relief practice, and we intend to relieve stress. So, before we get really into the practice, I would love to invite you to do something a little silly, but I promise it's going to be helpful. Okay. Let's all grab our box, okay? Let's grab an imaginary box. Whatever your box looks like, let's just sit it on your lap, okay? Imagine what your box looks like. Today, my box is green and sparkly. So I have my green sparkly box sitting here on my lap. And I'm just going to take all the stress that I feel in my body and drop it into that box. Today I have some stress in my shoulders, behind my ears, even kind of in my tummy. So I'm going to pull the stress out of my tummy and put it in this box. Okay? Just taking a moment to gather up all the stress. Maybe a lot of your stress is sitting in your brain and your mind. Just pick it out, pick it away, and tuck it in that box. Okay. Now that we have all of our stress in our beautiful boxes, let's grab the top and jam it on top. Okay. Now the box is closed. Let's take this box and ready? We're going to throw it as far as we can. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's get into the practice. Tuck your chin into your chest and slowly begin taking neck rolls going in one direction. Really taking your time here, going as slow as you possibly can. Maybe closing down the eyes to really feel into this. And go in the opposite direction. And the next time your right ear is over the right shoulder, holding it here, sitting up tall. You have the option to stay here, or if you would like a bit more, with the left hand, just placing it right under your bum. Feeling how this accentuates the stretch. And with every exhale, just melting a little more into the stretch. Allowing the tension to release from the neck. On your next exhale, coming back up to center and switching sides. Left ear drops down to the left shoulder. You have the option to stay here or with the right hand, sticking it under your bum. And with every exhale, just opening up a little more, allowing the stress and tension to melt away. Maybe silently telling yourself, I am calm. I am calm. I am calm. And maybe if you don't quite believe that mantra, telling yourself, I am safe. Maybe even whispering it to yourself. Safe. And on your next inhale, bringing the head back to center and releasing your hand. Now, clasping your hands together, let's take some wrist circles here, going in one direction and reverse the direction. Beautiful job, mamas. Okay. Releasing the hand, shaking it out. Shake, shake, shake. Open and close. Awesome. One more shake. Beautiful. Okay. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. As you exhale, taking a side body stretch over to the right as you glance down. On your next inhale, coming back up. And as you exhale, over to the other side, glancing down once more. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to center, this time going along with your breath. Exhaling to the side and inhaling to center. And do this one more time. And as you exhale, coming back to center and meeting me in your box pose. Stacking the hands directly under the shoulders, maybe tucking in the toes. Inhale, drop the belly, glance up. And exhale, tuck the chin, pushing the ground away. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Continuing cat and cow. Following along with your breath. Noticing that if your wrists start to hurt here, you can always place them on the bolster or place your hands under the blocks for some extra support. And maybe finding some movement here, getting curious in your body. Reminding yourself that this is your practice. And everything that I say is only a suggestion. And let's take some hip circles here. Going forward, around, and back. And switching directions. And meeting me back, center. Spreading the knees wide and bringing the toes to touch. We will push back for a wide-legged child's pose. Once again, this is your practice, so take the knees as wide or as close together as feels good for you today. And slowly sinking it down. Now, if you're having a bit of acid reflux, I would suggest that you keep the chest lifted. But if you have a little extra space today, you can always come down to the mat. Or, final option, if you want something in between, take your pillows, bolster, or blocks and rest the forearms on them. Okay, so we have options today. Now, we are going to be here for 6 cycles of breath. So get comfortable wherever you are. On your next exhale, slowly pushing yourself up. Maybe moving the props to the side. Slowly pushing up back to tabletop pose, your box pose. Slowly walking the feet back in. Right leg will extend out behind you, hovering it here. As you exhale, lowering it down onto the mat. And rocking, going forward and back. Feeling a beautiful stretch through the right leg. On the next inhale, lifting the foot up. As you exhale, stepping the foot to the outside of your hands. Maybe walking the knee back or walking it closer in, finding what feels best for you. And just beginning to rock, going forward and back. You have the option to keep the back foot tucked or to untuck it. As you come forward, opening up the chest. And as you come back, straightening out the right leg. Keeping the right foot pointed as opposed to flexed so that we can feel a beautiful stretch through the top of the foot. Or through the top of the foot and the leg. And continue rocking forward and back, going along with your breath, following your pace. One more time. This time as you come forward and as you push back, bringing the right foot back into your box pose. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. On your next inhale, left leg kicks back, hovering it here. Exhale, lowering the foot and rocking, going forward and back. On your next inhale, hovering the knee, hovering the foot. As you exhale, stepping forward, stepping to the outside of your feet, finding what feels good here, and just beginning to rock forward as you open the chest. And as you exhale, rocking back, keeping the foot pointed. Inhale forward, opening up the chest, and exhale back. And continuing this, following along at your own pace. One more time. As you push back, returning the foot back to your box pose, taking the knees wide and the toes to touch as you push back for child's pose. Maybe placing the right ear down on the mat. Let's take 3 cycles of breath. And of course, if you are like in your second or third trimester and your baby bump is bumping, you can always bring in the bolster or the pillow to bring you up just a little bit more. Okay, let's switch sides, bringing the left ear down to the mat and taking 3 cycles of breath. And slowly but surely, pushing yourself up into your tabletop pose, slowly walking the knees in. Now, with your tailbone, we're going to imagine we're drawing a circle on the wall behind us. So drawing a circle here, really mobilizing the lower back as well as the hips. And take this the other way. Beautiful job. Okay, come back to neutral and just begin bumping the hips, going left to right. Now you can stay here or with the hands. Face the fingertips inwards to face each other with the palms facing up. And as you bump, going left to right, shifting side to side through the shoulders as well. We will be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing this and finding a comfortable seated position. I would like to invite you to sit on a block, a bolster, or your pillow for this. Just propping yourself up a little bit, getting comfortable. We will be taking butterfly pose, so bringing the feet into touch. And it's totally up to you how close your feet are to you or how far they are. Find what feels good. And as you're ready, we will exhale and tuck the chin into the chest. Feeling that deep stretch through the upper back. And inviting you to close down the eyes here. And to get in tune with what is happening inside your body. Noticing the breath. Noticing the mind. If your mind has wandered off of the mat, bring it back. Not needing to judge or criticize, but just inviting your mind back into the present moment. With every exhale, maybe rounding a little more forward. Rounding in as you push the feet away with the hands. You have the option to stay here, or maybe with the head rocking side to side, as if you're drawing a smiley face with the head. And slowly returning the head back to center. Slowly shaking the head no. Slowly shaking the head yes. Beautiful job. Coming back to center and finding your comfortable seated position. Maybe you are still sitting on that bolster, or maybe you removed it. It's totally up to you, babe. This is your practice. Just settling in. We will take a few breaths together. I would like to invite you to place one hand on your baby and one hand on your heart. As we inhale in, noticing how your chest lifts and how your belly expands. And as you exhale, feeling the retraction in. So we will inhale for the count of 4 and exhale for the count of 6. Okay? We will do this 4 times. So close on the eyes, settle in. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And continuing this, counting along in your head. And returning your breath back to a normal rhythm. Maybe resting the hands to the side. Taking a moment of gratitude, thanking yourself for showing up for this practice. Thanking your body for growing your beautiful baby. And thanking your baby for growing so very strong. But most importantly, thanking yourself. Having gratitude for yourself. You are so amazing. Now, I hope you are feeling better than you did when you unrolled your mat. If you stuck around until the end for the special announcement, I would like to share that in the next week or two, I will be officially launching the newborn education course. And I am so excited to do so. So if you go to the Mama Lotus Services website, at the top, you will see an option for the newborn education course. You can go ahead and click on that now and get to see the overview for the course. And the official course will be dropping within the next probably week or two. So by that point, you'll be able to sign up. And I'm so excited. I don't know if you personally know this, but I do hold a bachelor's degree in child development. So creating this newborn education course has just been such a joy. And it's been so exciting to me to get to use my bachelor's degree in this way and give back to you guys, give you knowledge and education so that you can really step into your motherhood feeling confident and ready to take on that newborn phase. So, if that interests you or if that's something you've been looking for, please visit the link down below. It is 100% online. It is 100% at your own pace. So, take it as you will, babe. Take it as you will. So, with that being said, thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and I will see you in the next practice. Bye.